are back again with the final episode for our podcast, Alumni on Air, where we bring amazing alums like this amazing, beautiful, talented, great individual here, and we hear their stories about how did they join Teach for America, why did they choose Memphis, and what are they doing now that they finished the core. I'm Dr. Jameisha Hayes. I'm the Managing Director of Programs here for Teach for America Memphis, and I could not do this work without my partner in all good things, James Larkin. He's behind the camera. Thank you so much, James, for all that you do. He's our Director of Alumni Engagement and Communications. And so, I'm not going to waste any time because y'all going to fall in love like I have fallen in love since I first met this individual. This is, tell us your name.
My name is Sheenika Smith.
Sheenika. So, tell me, is there any story behind your name?
Most definitely. Originally, my father wanted to name me Betty after my grandmother. And who named their kid Betty in the 80s? So, my grandmother was on my side from the beginning, and she stepped in and wanted to name me after my mom, which is Sheenika. But my story is my dad saw the feistiness and the strength that my grandma carried with her every day from what she had been through. So he wanted me to carry those same personality traits, those same characteristics. So he wanted to honor her in that way. And my grandma in turn honored my mom by saying, hey, this is her chance, this is her daughter. I want her to have that legacy behind her. So she named me after her. So, and that kind of embodies who I am. Being the selflessness in myself to give to others and, just make sure you're seeing the positive in people and try to highlight those positives.
And you know what? I will say that everything you described about yourself, about your name, is true. That is what I've seen. It's such a treat. It's such a pleasure. And so when you were, so take us before you did the core. So how did you find out? Actually, your story is really unique. The first time you were introduced to Teach for America, when was it, and how did you find out?
It was around 2013, 2014. I had just graduated college. And I want to say I seen something that I went to Jacksonville State University in Jacksonville, Alabama. So I want to say I seen something on campus about Teach for America. And the job I was working, I was like, you know what, I think I want to teach. And I tried the teaching major when I was in college, but I ended up changing to recreation leadership. So I wanted to follow up on it. So when I tried, I didn't make it the first time. So I came back and started working on myself. I started working with mental health, the youth and mental health, and working in a facility. I wanted to get on the other side of it. I wanted to try to catch those kids before they were put in facilities because I seen the deficit, and I knew that it was something that I could help because I've seen it on the other side. So when I was on my latest calling search, Teach for America came back up, and it was time. It was time.
I'm so glad that you persevered through and pushed through. I think some people get caught up on the idea of I was denied once, so that means I'm denied forever, and that's not it. It's actually delayed, and it's on purpose because I think you are killing it now. So I think that's for sure. So you did the core. Your core year was 2023. And so but why did you choose Memphis? Why not go somewhere else?
So I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama. So Alabama was my number one choice, and everybody from the South wanted to move to Atlanta, So Atlanta was hot, and Memphis was actually my third choice. I spent a lot of my summers here in Memphis with one of my uncles, that I already so Uncle Lee died. So Memphis kind of felt like home, and also too, just to be honest, to get my license was $0. $0.
Did y'all hear that? $0.
And they're my favorite type of dollars. No.
Exactly.
And so I put Memphis third, and I put it in God's hands. So, and God said Memphis is where you're supposed to be. It already felt like home, so here I am.
And I think that's so important. When people are making decisions to join the core, they have to look at the entire picture. Because I'm similar to you, when I tried to join the core, when I joined the core in 2011, I had this long list, and it was Hawaii, it was all the hot places, Atlanta, but of course, I'm always gonna be loyal to home, and so I was like, I'm gonna put Memphis on the list, not expecting for them to say Memphis, but it was the best decision ever because, like you said, the cost for certification and all of that, my money went further here, and I have friends who did the core in Baltimore and different places. They didn't have the same experience in terms of culture, but also financially, it was different for them.
Yeah, I bet.
So, You did the course, so tell me about your, was it pre-service or institute for when you did it? What was it called? Do you remember?
Pre-service.
How was your experience with pre-service?
So pre-service was great. The asynchronous learning I could do at home. Then once we got in and went into the classroom, I did at Dexter Elementary. I loved the environment for summer school. But actually, I was ready to start teaching.
You
right?
were.
I was like, listen, I'm tired of listening to people talk. I want to talk.
You were. I remember you, Sheenika. We were in a parking lot at some point one day. You was like, I ain't come here again. I know what I'm doing. Let me go ahead and get out here.
I'm tired of listening to people let me out there. But that's me. I want to jump in the fire. I guess it's my ADHD. Like, come on now, let's get moving. Like, we got kids to save.
But you know, even then, you were interested in doing more than just what we were asking y'all to do. I think that we wanted y'all to teach a certain time, and I think I had to go home. You were trying to stay up there and do some after school stuff, stay and do some of their activities. I think I recall that with them.
Right? Yeah, it was. I mean, once I get in, I'm in. Like, I love kids, and I see myself in them so much, and it's like, man, like they just need somebody just to be a constant positive voice in their ear, and that's gonna be me.
And that's gonna be you. And I think you're a positive voice, and a lot of not just kids, leaders too. So you did Dexter for your pre-service experience, and so what happened in terms of your fall placement? Did you get the placement that you liked? Did you get the school that you liked, and all that? Okay.
Definitely, I love Booker T. Washington, best school in the city if you ask me. I was actually delayed because I took I'm a special education teacher, so that practice take a little while to come back. Mm-hmm. So I didn't start working in September. So I was sitting on, pins and needles for a while, and then I interviewed with a couple charter schools, but I really wanted to work with the district, just to have that support of, what all the district brings and that security of really if the job, if a charter school closed, then, there's nowhere else to be placed. But inside the district, I was thinking that you have more flexibility if something goes wrong. And only one school interviewed me.
Wow.
And it was amazing. I went on their website and looked, and I was like, yeah, I can teach it. And when I got on the interview, I met 3 wonderful ladies, 4 actually, and it was amazing. I knew that Booker T. Washington was the place for me.
Okay. So walk us through. So let's go back through your first year. What was one highlight, if you recall, of being like, now you finally got in there, you teaching at Booker T. Washington, you're a special education teacher. Do you remember like a big highlight from that experience?
No, but one thing that really stuck with me, not like a highlight, but it was like, hey, yeah, you need to be here. People kept asking me, why you chose Memphis? I'm like, why not Memphis?
Yeah.
But why not Memphis? And it was a lot of questions that students and adults was asking me, why would I choose Memphis? And from the outside looking in, I grew up listening to Memphis rap music. So Memphis is a place that I looked up to coming from Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I want to be in Memphis. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, let's find the love and joy that I used to hear in the rap music. Let's find that love and joy back, because this culture is big and bright and something that you can immerse yourself in. So let's do that.
So you finished your first year flying colors. You didn't have a lot of struggles with first year, or was there anything that was like, I wish I would have known this if I could go back?
Not really. Just being a special education teacher, and my previous experience working with mental health and I worked in a mental hospital and worked with kids before. I think all my past experiences really helped me to just really walk into it and get out the ground running, because I'm a leader. So it's not like when I walked in there, I wasn't like, let me just see what I can do. No, I know what I can do. And I'm gonna go in, and my first day I'm telling kids what to do, and they're like, who's this new person? I'm the new chief on the block.
Yes.
Like I'm finna run this place one day, so you need to listen to me.
Okay, run this place. Okay, look, it's March. You're gonna be running it. So you did your first year, second year, similar experience. Everything was going well.
Right.
So what made you say, I'm going to continue past my second year at the same school, or just in general? Why didn't you do something different?
The work. I mean, building a relationship with the kids and seeing that light bulb turn on in the kids' eyes is just like, man, now we can get somewhere. Because a lot of those kids have unscrewed those light bulbs and they're not hearing it. So when you screw that light bulb in and it turns on and they start believing that anything is possible, that's why I'm here. To see kids accomplish goals, because I know personally when I do something, I want to keep. Once I won one time, I want to win all the time.
Yes.
Once I accomplish a goal, I want to keep accomplishing goals, because you feel good when you do that. So that's why I do this work. And also, honestly, God wants me here, and when it's time for me to leave, He's going to put me where I need to be. And so until that day, I'm doing exactly what He wants me to do, and that's here. Being a vessel for Him to these kids.
I love it. And so now you have been teaching for what, 5 years now? I was 3 years. I can put you ahead. So what do you think is coming next for you? When you talk about, you said I'm going to lead the school. Do you think school leadership or?
Actually, I'm involved with Lee. So I'm getting into the political side of things, and just testing the waters and see advocacy on a bigger, broader level, just not school-based. I want to take my voice and stand up for people for the city of Memphis.
And that's so powerful because a lot of our core members and alums don't recognize that we do have an amazing partnership with LEAD, which is Leadership for Educational Equity, and that you can use a lot of the skills that you got in your classroom experience, use that to kind of broaden, like you said, on a broader scale to be an advocate. Because as a teacher, you're advocating all the time for your babies. You advocate all the time for your parents. And so why not expand it to the city and the communities and the state that we love?
Exactly.
So now that you have that experience, what are you thinking about in regards to this vision of one day? When everybody joined Teach for America, we all read the one day all children have access to excellent education. But I think a lot of us had different versions of what that one day or how the path to getting that one day looked like. Like some of us, like me at one point, I thought I was going to be law. I'm still in education. But some people actually did go on to do law. What was your dream or vision of one day and of one day when you joined, and is it still the same today?
Honestly, when I joined the one day, I was like, okay, just being okay, one day, sound like Martin Luther King to me. So it was kind of like that, like we're gonna be on the mountaintop. Like it's Memphis. I see what Ohio was at, but for me, one day, kids will believe anything is possible again. Mm-hmm. I want to go back to when kids dreamed about being dragon slayers. Mm-hmm. And when you grow up to find out that the dragons that you thought you were going to be fighting are not the ones you're going to be fighting, you still had that fight in you. Mm-hmm. I want to go to space. When I was coming up, going to space was like, you never going to space. Now these kids are right there and they're able to touch you. You can join the Space Force. Mm-hmm. You can actually be an astronaut because space exploration is way broader than it was when I was growing up. I want kids to believe in that. Mm-hmm. So if they believe, the old saying is, if they believe it, you can achieve it.
Yes.
And yes. I want them that because if you shoot for the moon and you fail, at least you land amongst the stars.
Exactly.
So, and that's what one day I want kids just to know they can do it. Mm-hmm. And I see that kids really don't believe in themselves no more. Mm-hmm. Because it's not. When I was coming up, I watched kids going to college on TV shows. Now the hottest show out is individuals fighting.
That is a very good point. And so what would be your call in for our alumni to help live your vision or bring that vision to life? And I think your vision ultimately is the one day vision that we all are fighting for. So what would be your calling for other alumni to get that vision to be a reality?
Believing that it's possible. You have to believe that it's possible. You have to look at what you've been through and the things that you overcame. If you overcame things, these kids can overcome the things they come through. And keeping your eyes on what the fight is. Because sometimes you can get sidetracked and think that you're fighting a battle that's not important. Our battle is between the youth and the problems they're going to face. The youth and the crime rate. All the things that they're going to face. It's not us versus the parents. It's not us versus the system. It's us versus what these kids are going to face in the world. And if we all understand and stay on that path, the kids will benefit way more.
Okay, I see. Okay, your campaign trail right now. All right, got my vote. All right.
Vote for me.
So now this is the time of our segment where we talk about pay it forward and give it back. So what would be some advice for the incoming core members that are about to embark on the journey that you embarked on 3 years ago? What would be what you would advise them or caution them about, or even try to inspire them to do?
This work is not easy. but many are called, few are chosen.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're chosen to do this work, that means that God feels like you have what it takes. You just have to believe in yourself, and it's going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think it's going to be easy, go ahead and go into law, go be a doctor, because this work is hard. It's every day and it's every night. And so if this is not, if you're not going to be dedicated to it, then don't even think that it's going to be this magical, I'm going to come in and I'm going to teach my babies and it's going to be, no, you're going to come in and teaching might be the fourth or fifth thing on your list that you have to do every day.
Yep.
So, and just understanding that.
Yeah. And I think that I love that realness and that rawness that you're giving them, because, and I hope they're receiving it, because too often sometimes we do come with I want us to dream, but I want us to have that hope of what's possible, but I think we have to meet people where they are so they can propel into whatever's next. And so sometimes I think we try to start with the dream. I'm guilty of it. I do that. I start with the dream and then I'm like, wait, and then it just, that delays the time. Versus if I get the real and build from there, I can definitely get to my dream eventually.
Right.
So I love that. What advice would you give for any of the alums who have lost hope, because I think one thing is, before you go in, you don't know what's true. You don't know the real. Then you get in there and you experience the real. And I know at least I had those moments where I'm just like, I don't know if I believe anymore. What would be your advice to help wake them up and get them out of that?
The children are our future. Like, and it's no other species that don't cater to their youth. Name a species that don't. It's some species that give their life just so their youth can be born. And we're all one family. You can trace all us back to one single set of fossils. So we need to act that way. And it's okay. I think sometimes, like you say, people put their out on a dream and miss the journey. And the reward is in the journey. Right, because you have to have a starting point. You have to go through something so you can appreciate when you do get your dream.
Come on, because I'm still dreaming of some things I'm going through right now. So I know when I get it, it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing.
Woo, all right. I think seriously though, you really do need to continue dueling. And you need to continue to tap into that advocacy and promoting and pushing people to be bigger and better than themselves and coming together, because you have a natural knack for that. You recently got an award, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What was that award?
I got the Nike GamechangeHER Award. The Grizzlies give it out during the Women Appreciation Month in March, and I was one of 3 recipients out of 160 something plus applicants.
Wow.
And it was a surprise. I didn't even know somebody had nominated me.
Oh my goodness.
My assistant principal, Miss Page, who's amazing. Miss Page stuff, she's amazing. Miss Gray, Miss Rutherford, that's my team. My assistant principal, I don't even know what Miss Gray's title is now. And Miss Rutherford's our school counselor, and those group of women have taken me in and made me a part of their family. And they believe in me so much, and they encourage me so much. And Miss Page Stubb, she nominated me because, I guess she see that I'm doing a great job, but I have my head down when I'm working with my boys, and I got the boys. I coach boys basketball, so that's a whole monster in itself. So it was amazing time. I got an autograph signed basketball. I got some Nike gear. I got a throw that my son has taken, but it's a Grizzly throw. It's real soft and comfortable. So it was amazing to be honored, and I got to take 3 of my boys down, and they got to watch the shoot around, the pregame. So they was up close and personal with NBA players, and they got an opportunity to say, hey, you say you want to go to the league, this is what it is, this is how it looks, this is how it feels to be this close to it. And that one of those, like I said, your dreams are right here. They are right here. So it was an amazing time to be able to take them to a Grizzly game and have them that close and up person, and then for them to see me doing something positive. I think that's what they need. They need to see the people that are telling them things doing positive things.
And I think that is a great call in for all of us. Our babies need to see the people that's telling them things actually doing the things that are positive and changing the community. And I think that's a great note for us to end on, y'all. So if you are watching this, and everybody watching this, you are somebody, you are important, you are valuable, and you're so valuable that it is the time now for you to take the opportunity to not just walk the walk, not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. So do the things that you are telling others to do and just pushing others to be. Live into that. And then I think the other piece that Sheenika gave us is that we're all one family. I love that. And we have to remember to lean into the fact that we all are working for the youth. And I love that piece you said about the fact that this is the time for us to push into not about all the semantics of how to get it done, but just lean into supporting the youth and addressing the issues that they're facing. I think that those are some really great gems. If you heard some other great gems, put it in the chat. And again, show some love. Like, congratulations, Sheenika. Amazing, amazing. I was so happy to have you be our final guest. I knew you were going to bring it. You did. You brought the energy. You brought the joy. And I'm just so proud of you. From watching you at the beginning of your journey to now. You are just, this ain't even the end. This is just the tip of the beginning for you. And I'm super excited to be a part of it.
Thank you. I'm thankful to be a part of your life because part of your life to Teach for America, and I admire you so much, the work that you do and just the joy that you bring and always have every time that you. When my house caught on fire, you was texting me, checking on me, and I know I probably wouldn't respond. There was just so much going on, but that really meant a lot to me. Yeah. I've always wanted to tell you that I really appreciate you for that.
Of course. You know, I always got all y'all as much as I can. I ain't got no money, but I got y'all. Yeah. If I have to figure something out, I'm gonna figure something out. I told y'all get in trouble, I come down there, but look, all right, but don't get in trouble, but I got you. And that's the part, I think that it's so, your core was so special to me, just with how y'all showed up, but you were a part of the glue, seriously. And I think that's why you gave the core address when they went to alumni induction, because you are really good at galvanizing people and inspiring people. But I want you to lean into that and remember that I'm saying on camera. So when she becomes whatever political big position or whatever she gonna do, you saw her here first. Then we poured in and said, this is somebody to watch, all right, y'all? This is somebody that's gonna do some amazing work and continue to do work that is great for our kids and our communities. And shout out all those amazing women at Booker T. Washington that supports and pours into you.
Yeah, go Warriors.
Go Warriors. Now, I'm a different warrior. I'm a Central Warrior, but still Warriors Unite.
The Warriors Unite. For the fight.
For the fight. All right. We'll see y'all next season. Have a good one.
Have a good one.